Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Please ignore my completely wet hair, but I dry it naturally, so I can't do much more than wait for it to dry. But anyways, welcome to what this video is, and this is the first one of a series of declutter videos that you will be seeing. I actually had already filmed them all, but then I realized, yeah, well, it was gonna either be very long or there was no intro and outro, so I'll be here to intro and outro all these videos right now. We are going to go through each and every category of my makeup collection, including brushes. I'm not going through my nail polish because I already did that declutter a while ago when I put all my nail polishes back in their spot, and I might guide you through my current setup at the end of all of this decluttering, and I hope you will support me in this cutting down things that I don't need in my collection. These videos will come all through the next week and a half. I'm gonna try to post them every other day so that we go through it quite quickly. And on the last declutter, I will also be hosting a giveaway that will contain products that, not the ones that I decluttered, but the products that I have in my collection saved up for this type of things. I didn't want to do a Christmas giveaway because everybody does that, and I thought I was actually myself a little bit overwhelmed with so many giveaways I didn't care for. So stay tuned for that. That will be coming in a few days or next week. And a small disclaimer, of course, this is my collection. This is what I feel comfortable with. Some of these products will not have worked out for me, and I wanted to enter this year with a little bit of a cleared out space. I did a declutter in 2017 before moving back to Europe, and I really enjoyed the clarity that gave me, and it really helped in toning down the buying this year. Not enough for it to be sustainable. So as you might have seen in my last video, I am in a low buy this year, and I think decluttering things that I don't use really helps me have a clearer mind, clearer space, just nicer. And this is what I say with my desk completely filled in makeup, because I just filmed this look right here. Yeah. Anyways, you will find some of these products I will be putting for sale on Facebook or on my blog. And actually, these products will go first through my friends and family, of course, because they have first pick if they want something that I don't want anymore. But I hope you'll enjoy and you will join me in this declutter. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss the next declutter videos that are coming up. And I will see you guys in my next video. We're starting this declutter from my Alex drawers next to my desk. However, I can also already tell you that from this drawer nothing is gonna go, because this is all my everyday things that I use. I have some minis in here that I actually might want to deal with, but I'm gonna have a separate sample declutter for that. And these are definitely products I am not going to get rid of. But here I also only have packaging, so that is gonna stay this way. But the second drawer is even more interesting. Let me lower you guys. There we go. And here we have all of my chic products. And from here I actually want to get rid of a few things. I know I already kind of pre-sorted. This side is all gonna go. These are Body Shop pearls. They're actually a very pretty, like, shimmery blush, but I never reach for them, and yeah, I don't think I've used them in 2 years or so. So these are gonna go. I also have the e.l.f. Baked Blush in Peachy Cheeky, and this is also beautiful shimmery blush, but again, never reach for it. This is a very old H&M cream blusher, and this is just gonna go in the trash. The color is very pretty, but I don't use it because it's creamy and I always forget to put it on before I powder. So this I'm actually just gonna throw out. This is at least 3 years old, and for a cream product, that's not so good. Now, I'm very sad about this. This is a Prosecco Pop by Becca, and this is too dark for me. This is so beautiful, a gorgeous golden highlight, but this is way too dark for me. Even in the summer, I tried, if you've seen my Shop My Stash, I've tried to use this and I couldn't manage. So unfortunately, this one I will try to sell probably on my blog. Unfortunately, I won't be using it. Maybelline Master Chrome was in my Shop My Stash a few times, and I think I'm gonna pass it along. Not because there's anything wrong with it. I can wear it actually much better than Prosecco Pop, but I just have so many of this type of highlighters that I don't reach for this one. Mary Luminizer was a very, very difficult choice. You've seen that it's been loved. I've used it a little bit. It has a little bit of a dip. It is one of the first blinding highlighters, I guess, together with my Soft and Gentle. But I, again, don't reach for this ever. And yeah, I'm just gonna pass it along or put it on my blog sale. We have the e.l.f. Golden Bronzer. Again, something I haven't used in forever. This you can use as a bronzer or a highlight, and it's pretty and very, yeah, I don't know, pretty. But I never reach for it. This is a bronzer by Divina Cosmetics. It's called Mazago, and yeah, that wasn't so great for me, I guess. I don't know. I just stopped using it, and I could never really get good use out of it. And it was there in the back of my drawer, and I just kept moving it away from these things that I use more. So this has to go as well. And back here we still have a Physicians Formula brick thingy. I hate that they have so much space here in the back, but yeah, I never use this either. This is really, really pretty though. Like, you can have a lot of options and undertones, and you can use them as eyeshadows, but I never reach for it. So that is gonna go. And that was the easy pile, let's say. Back here I have this Pixie by Petra Touch of Blush Book of Beauty. And again, haven't reached for it. Pretty colors, but stuff that I already have and I love. So this I'm gonna also pass along. What else is back here? An empty palette, packaging. Oh, and this Tarte blush book. I know I wanted to declutter it last year already, but yeah, in the end, nobody needed it or asked for it, so it stayed into my collection, and I didn't want to throw it out because I thought maybe on this side of the country I can make someone happy with it. So these are actually very, very pretty colors. I wonder why I don't use them more. Maybe I should just use it more. It's in the maybe pile. Let's put it in the maybe pile. An e.l.f. blush palette. Oh, pretty. But again, I haven't used it in forever, so this will go. Oh, and another one. There you go. I guess I bought both shade ranges. Oh, this is beautiful. This is so my shades. Why haven't I used this? This will also go in my maybe pile. The other one I was quite easy to say no, but this one is so my shades. Maybe pile. Here I have a liquid champagne pop, and yes, and a little blush from Neve Cosmetics in the shade Starlet. Let's see what color it is, because I haven't used it, I swear, for years. Very pretty. Also slightly sheeny, or maybe that's all the highlighter I have on my fingers. I'm gonna try to use this into my Shop My Stash, I will say. Then I have here my two Crazy Inglot blushes. These I will keep, they're quite new, and I wanted a yellow blush and I got it, and this is a very bright red, very pigmented and beautiful. So I will keep these. This Sleek palette was in my Shop My Stash now. I really, really love these shades, so this I will keep. I can probably put it here. Another Sleek palette. This is newer. Oh, and this is the broken one. And this I bought this summer and I didn't use at all. So I'm gonna give it another chance. I wanted it for this orange that I thought was a much lighter pumpkin orange, and instead it's just a very orange. So yeah, this one is very pretty. I need to wash my hands, but for the rest, I think I'm gonna keep this and give it another go. Had to clean my hands, sorry. Where were we? I have these Colourpop duos that I decluttered last year again, and I think I'm just gonna try to pass them along this time as well. I don't want to throw away makeup, that's my problem. I don't want to throw it away, and I don't have a lot of people in my life that want makeup. So I think I'm gonna try to pass this one along. I haven't used it in forever. This one is also super pretty. Oh yeah, this one, this highlighter was broken, so I repressed it, but look at that sheen. This is gorgeous, and this blush is a beautiful brick neutral blush. I really like these. It's just I don't reach for them. I don't know what to do about it. And then this is my Makeup Forever trio. I use this a lot, I love it, so I'm keeping it. And we made a lot of space with the big stuff. Going through a little bit of just letting you know what I have. I have a butter bronzer, light and dark. Love these, we'll keep using them. I have Daybreak by Makeup Geek, a beautiful, beautiful highlight. It's definitely not the color that is in the pan. So you can see it gives a slightly peachy, but very beautiful highlights. Here from Colourpop, I have a pressed bronzer and a pressed blush. And I really like them both, so I'm keeping these. This is a old MAC highlighter. It's still in its protective environment, and this is beautiful as well. It's very unique. What I want to do with this one actually is back to MAC it and replace the, you see it broke. So I want to back to MAC the case if I find a place to put this one in. But yeah, this will eventually get out of my collection, but I really like it as a blush topper. It's really, really pretty. These are the two Pixi by Petra highlights, and these are so gorgeous. I don't think I'm gonna give them away. These I'm gonna keep. They're really, really pretty, really, really wearable, and very wet looking. They're not glittery at all, which I really like. This Kiko blush, it might be the year that I give it away. No, I can't. Look at how beautiful. It's so reflective. And yeah, no, this is staying. And here is my Ofra highlighter in Rodeo Drive. I really like it. I have a lot of these, but this one is still among my favorites. Beautiful. There. So these are staying. That was easy, but I knew these are some of my favorite things. On this line, I have this Body Shop pearls again, but these are the bronzing pearls. The other ones were highlighting pearls, and I've used these a ton. I use them a lot. I can't really swatch it, can I? I use it a lot in summer, where to have a very glowy, bronzy look. They're a bit orange, but I like it in summer. I don't know if you can see it there, right there. So these I'm gonna keep, probably put them down here. Then I have the blush in Raisin by MAC, and yeah, I'm not in love with it, in the sense that it's kind of difficult to blend. It's very pigmented, and the shade I really like, but it's a bit difficult to blend. If you think of, let me swatch it properly, this one, the shade compared to the Colourpop one, they're very similar, but the Colourpop one actually blends a little bit better, I feel, than the MAC one. I don't know. For now, I'm keeping them both because I still like them and use them both. So yeah, they're also not, this is also quite new to my collection. Also from MAC, I have this bright coral shade, and these packages just keep breaking. And this was a hunt for this shade because it's a beautiful bright coral deep pink. This is Oh My. It was from a limited edition collection. This is gonna stay. I like to wear this color blush in the summer. If I can close it. From Tarte, I have the shade Risque. Beautiful, neutral color. I use this a lot. I'm gonna keep it. This is the Milani Luminoso. It's so famous and I've never used it. Or I bought it and I used it maybe twice. Swatched it a few times, but it's very light for me. So, I don't know. I'm gonna give it another try. This is gonna be on the maybe pile. I can already tell you that this pressed highlighter by Nabla, this is in the shade Savage, is gonna stay. I love it. Beautiful gold. Same with the bronzer in Tawny by Makeup Geek. I like this one. It has a very neutral undertone, so that I like about it. It's a bit more difficult to blend maybe, but I really don't mind. I have my one and only NARS blush, and it's in this very cool toned pink. I won this in a giveaway a while ago, and I think I'm gonna actually part from it now. This is in the shade BLKR 413. This one. I think I'm gonna pass it on. Here I have 3 sleek blushes. This is in the shade Coral, a beautiful burnt orange. This is in the shade Rose Gold. Oh, this is also broken, but this I haven't used in ages. This is the dupe for NARS Orgasm, but I think I'm gonna pass it along because I don't use, it's very, very shiny. This is gonna go. And this is in the shade Antique. And this is also quite an interesting shade. And I think this is gonna go as well. I mean, it's pretty and cool toned and it's slightly shimmery, but I never reach for this. Whereas I'm gonna keep Coral because I like the sleek blushes, and this is a good one. On to this row here. Yeah, we can start from here. This is Medina. It's the Prisma All Over Highlight in number 03. This is a little bit of a more cooler champagne. It's very pretty. I never use it though, so I think I'm gonna pass this along. It's very pretty, but yeah. What I am gonna keep is this one here that is the Prisma Blush, and this is beautiful. This is a bit more warm toned coral and it has a sheen and it's absolutely beautiful in summer. So gorgeous. Then Colourpop. This is Bardot. If you know me, you know that this is my favorite super chic blush, super shock blush from Colourpop, and I will never part from it. It's my perfect shade. Also, my hands are still a bit wet from cleaning them, so that's why the swatches are so intense. But this is beautiful. I will never give it away. This is in the shade Quarters, also beautiful shade. A little bit more terracotta and less dark. And this is also gonna stay. I love it. I'm making everything dirty. It's terrible, just from swatching. Then highlighters. This is in the shade Flexitarian, and this is the one I use when I want blinding highlights. You can see it already in the pan, but it's like the most blinding highlight I own, and it's the most icy one I own. You can see it. It's ridiculous. So this is gonna stay. I use it quite a bit for looks and stuff like that. Then this one here is in the shade Lunch Money, and I don't think I've used this in a while. This is a little bit more subdued, you can see, but a little bit more natural if you want, and a little bit more golden. But I never use this, so I'll pass this along. This is Wisp, which is, I thought I used this one a little bit more, but again, in a while I haven't used it. Yeah, this is very golden. This was, I think, a little bit dark. You can see it here. So this I'm gonna get rid of. And this is Might Be, and this I'm sure was very dark already last year and it didn't get any lighter. But again, these I had left over from my last declutter, and since they didn't go away, I didn't want to throw them out. Might Be is the most beautiful shade. I wish I could pull it off. It's like a rose gold. I wish I could pull it off. But again, so this is gonna go as well. It's going well, people. It's going well. Look at how empty this drawer is. Moving on, this is my Kiko Water eyeshadow in number 208. This was very famous to use as a highlight, and I still use it because it's a beautiful gold. Very shiny, very pretty as highlight. So this I'm keeping. My Becca Mini Champagne Pop I'm keeping. I love this one. I use it a lot. Very pretty. Same with my Becca Moonstone. I'm also keeping this. I love how small these are, and you still have a lot of use out of them, but they're small. I love these. I'm sorry if the focus was weird, but my camera was following my arm, my watch instead of my face, and I think it's gonna do it again. Let's continue. We were here, yeah. This is a Tarte Mini in Party, and this is very pretty. A little bit more pinky blush, and the Tarte blushes are awful when swatched, but I like this one, so I'm gonna keep it. Same with this one, which is Exposed. This I use for more mauve tone looks. I really like it, so I'm gonna keep that one as well, even though, yeah, you cannot swatch these Tarte blushes. They're so hard to swatch. And anyways, I'm gonna keep that one. This is from Nabla, and it's the shade Angel. I haven't used this ever, or like I used it a little bit at the beginning. The reflects are very pretty, but I didn't like it when I started using it, so I think I'm gonna pass this along. These are my two Max Factor blushes. This one in Alluring Rose, which is a beautiful nude with a lot of nice sparkle, or not sparkle, sheen. And this is instead Gorgeous Berries, and this is a more berry toned blush. I still use these a lot, so these are gonna stay. And we're done with this drawer. I have a few maybes. I'll put them here for now, and then I will put them in my next Shop My Stash. Here I have a palette of single pan blushes, and this is hard, but I think most of these will go. So I have some H&M ones here. This is Brown Sugar, for example. And I have these nudes. I have a lot of these shades, as I showed you in the previous one. This one is Broken, but it's also a shade I have. This is something corally. Here I also have Summer Fling by Makeup Geek. These are gonna stay. This is XOXO by Makeup Geek. These two I'm gonna keep. This is from Essence. I think, yeah, it's something I depotted, number 70 Kissable. But I have things like this, so this is gonna go. This one here is Imperial Red, but this is a bit too, yeah, similar to the ones I showed you earlier, so this is gonna go. This is my Anastasia Banana Powder, so this is gonna stay. Here we have another blush. This is too light for me, so this is gonna go. And here we have Makeup Geek Infidelity, which is the Cool Fair contour shade, and this I'm gonna keep. So a lot of these are gonna go, and I'm gonna keep 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. I can actually just do it now, but yeah, I'm gonna do it later. But these will go, 1, 2, 3, 4 will stay. And for the rest, back here we all only have empty palettes, I think, that I can reorder maybe. Moving to my desk now. From this little palette holder, of course I'm keeping my Hourglass Unlocked palette from this year. It's so well loved. I love this palette. My Kevyn Aucoin contour book I am also keeping, because this shade here, the sculpting powder, is beautiful, beautiful contour. And I have a few options for cream contour and highlight if I need to. These shadows I never used. So actually in the end, if I could just get the sculpting powder, I would get rid of this. But for now, I have it and it's fine. Colourpop Inudendo palette. I'm actually gonna pass this along. J-Kissa loves this, and you can see it's beautiful shimmery shades, but they're just colors that are difficult for me to use, and I would always just reach for the gold, and it's not worth it. So this one is gonna go. And my Makeup Geek and Kathleen Lights palette I'm keeping. I love this. You can see it's well loved. Keeping this one. And I am also keeping the rest of my Nabla collection. These are all their previous highlighter, bronzer, contour shades, and all of these blushes. I like these. I use these a lot. I love, like, this is Obsessed. This is a weird duochrome. This Baby Glow is one of their best ones they made. These are very subtle, so I don't use the highlighters very much. The blushes I really love. So these are gonna stay back where they came from. Back here I have more single pan blushes, and these are the ones I use more. My Makeup Geek contour is here. Up here I have a little bit of similar shades, but they're all kind of different, so I'm not sure how many I want to get rid of. This one here, for example, from, I think, Makeup Geek Heartthrob. This is a nice light neutral, and these are quite new shades that I didn't really get a lot of use out of. And this Kiko red one is a beautiful muted shade. This I think is from H&M, and this is from Sephora. They're just beautiful blushes. These are like my favorite shades, so I will keep these. I kind of had already sorted the ones that I didn't want in the other palette. These are MAC, Makeup Geek, and a few other favorites. They're gonna stay. I have my new Jouer blush and bronzer that I'm keeping, and these Pixie Glow Cakes. I want to review them, but so far I'm not tempted in keeping them. They're similar formula to the other ones in my drawer that I showed you, but I think I like those both better, mainly because I don't know what to do with this darker shade. And we have this one, which is a more champagne-y, it's called Gilded Bear Glow, and then here we have Pink Champagne Glow, which is a more pink toned one. So I want to review them properly because they were sent to me, and I want to give them a good shot, but so far I'm not super impressed, so these might go.